This question is, do you have more personal life use cases for NotebookLM? Yes, there are so many, so many. I probably have more personal life use cases than business use cases. So I will show you how to do recipes, because food, and why not? So the idea with this is you want to basically have infographics created for your recipes. And if you're anything like us, you have just a bunch of recipes all over the place. Some are in index cards, some are just written on a piece of paper that's covered in grease and you can barely read anymore, and some you just have in your head, and some are in this cookbook, and etc. And when you need them, you can't find them, or you can't read them, or you can't whatever. So what you can do is go to NotebookLM. Let me actually go back to the beginning. So if you go to notebooklm.google.com, log in if you have to, and then you get to this main screen, and then you'll probably want to create a new notebook unless you already have a recipes one, which might be weird. But you go into your notebook, and then you are going to want to add at least one source, and that source is going to have your recipe that you want. Now this can be a website that has like a cooking blog website or whatever that has a description of it. It could be, I don't know, Pinterest. It could be a picture that you uploaded from a cookbook. It could be a picture you uploaded from, like you just took a picture with your cell phone of your index card recipe, like something that gets the information about the recipe into NotebookLM. Like I said, it can be a picture of something that you wrote by hand. Usually those are fine. And then you're going to upload that as your source. And what I have in here is what is this? I think this is a web page. Yeah, this is a web page about how to pan-sear a ribeye. And it's a random site. Let me see if I can actually pop that out. So yeah, so this is the site, and it's basically a blog about how to cook a ribeye and why would you do it and blah blah blah. And here are the steps, and here's the doneness chart, and here's some tips and a bunch of stuff. Right. So this is my source, and then what I want to do is I want to come over to the studio section, and I'm going to make an infographic. So I'm going to click on the little pencil here so that I can put in whatever I want. And I would put in something like, actually I can just do this. Create. Something along the lines of create an infographic that I can follow when I'm making whatever dish. In this case, it's a pan-seared ribeye. And you can pick the orientation you want and the level of detail, and then you generate. And this is going to take however long it takes, and then so I'm not going to wait for the new one to generate, because I've clearly already done this before. So when I did it last time with that same prompt, this is what it gave me. And again, you saw the website with that kind of scrolling text, and then it gave me this. I don't think there were actually any images on the website, but now this is what I have, and this is step 1 and step 2. Like, it has all the steps itemized out. It has actually that little doneness table here, and this process is perfect for making a pan-seared ribeye, at least the way I make them. So I mean, this is, I think, a really good non-business, personal use of NotebookLM. Again, this is just one recipe. You can have, you can have a lot in here. You're kind of limited to how many sources you have. You know, this is a paid plan, so you have 300 sources in here, but you don't even necessarily have to have one recipe per source. So I mean, if you have multiple things in whatever blog or website or series of websites or whatever, you can then just create a separate infographic for each of them or combine infographics. There's all kinds of stuff you can do, but just the general idea, just recapping everything, NotebookLM.google.com. Either create a notebook or open one that you already have, upload your source or sources. That again can be a website, it can be a picture, it can be, like I said, a picture from a cookbook, picture of handwritten notes, something that gets the recipe information into NotebookLM. And then you want to go to Infographic, click on the pencil, and then pick what you want. Your orientation, pick your level of detail, type in a prompt describing what you want an infographic of, and then let it generate an image for you. Let's see what the new one looks like. Never actually looked at this one yet because it just finished. And yeah, okay, that one's fine too. Step 1, step 2, 3, 4, doneness. Here's the doneness guide. Yeah, this one works too. It's nice. But then you can have, you know, once you have them here, you can download them and then save them outside of NotebookLM if you want. Save it in Drive, save it wherever you save your recipe infographics, or keep them in NotebookLM. But I think that's a really good non-business use, or maybe business, I don't know, depends on what you do. If you work in a kitchen or work in a restaurant, you're going to open one. Now this is a business thing too. But I think it's a really good use in NotebookLM. It does a really good job with them, and if it doesn't, like let's say this image doesn't work for you, you can just come over here and delete it and do it again. Try it out, see what you think. Ask questions if you have them. See you next time.